How do you travel Italy's high-speed trains with maximum comfort and privacy? Well, I'm going to show you today, going from here in Rome to Florence with train operator Italo in our own private suite with leather upholstered seats and food catering.
When you book train tickets in Italy, you have two choices, Train Italia or the newer operator Italo. I'll explain more about that later, but today we're using Italo. When traveling in Europe and Italy, you deserve a bit of comfort, and today we booked the club executive car. Not only that, we have our own private room within the car. Let me just read you the promo of this. You can sit down and travel on spacious and comfortable armchairs, and if you choose the Salotto, which is what we have, travel in a private environment with maximum privacy at the top of the service offered by Italo. With the club executive ticket, and I'll explain more later how you purchase it and how much it's going to cost you, you get access to the Italo Club Lounge for free. It's a place to sit down, chill out before you get on your high-speed train. So we're here at the Roma Termini train station, and while we're looking for the lounge so we can do the chill out part, just checking the board here, our train's at 17:55, 5:55. It's not yet on the board. We have around 55 minutes to lounge. Lounge, 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 lounge. Where's the Italo Lounge? Located right here, right next to the Five Guys hamburgers. Buonasera. Un biglietto. Stop per entrare. Ok, grazie. All right. We be clubbing. Look at this. Got some sweets, a little pastry here with chocolate on the inside, a couple of these biscottis, some water to wash it all down with, and some Prosecco to sweeten the deal. Grazie, ciao. The Freccia Lounge versus the Italo Club, one clubbing the other. I would have to give it to the Freccia Lounge in this case, maybe because it's business rush hour right now, around 5:30 p.m. That place was packed and stuffy in there with about 10 or 20 different IKEA red couches that everybody was sitting on, and no one looked comfortable in there. Everybody was in business suits waiting to go home and get on the train. Now I need to get my train up to Florence. It's important to look for the boards here, check the times. There are a lot of delays today, but luckily there we are, 17:55. My train so far is on time. They haven't yet announced a platform. Let's go find it. A little history on the Italo trains, the newest entry into the train market here in Italy. It came about, I think, around in 2006 when Italy privatized its train system, and Italo came in and it offered competition, which was great. But the OG train operator, Train Italia, their fast train is called Freccia Rossa, the red arrow, and that's funny because Italo's trains are fast and red looking, really like a better Freccia Rossa, but let's get inside to see how they compare. The train has two lower classes, and then there's the club executive car, and that's this one here. But wait, there's more. Private lounge on Italy's high-speed train.
The train will stop in Roma Tiburtina, Firenze Santa Maria Novella, Bologna, Abu.
Okay, we're taking off. Let me show you around. First, the luggage space. Where are you gonna put your bag? Well, if there's no one else in this car, we have 4 seats on our own in this little private VIP room. If there's no one else, just put your bag right here beside you. If you have your friends and family with you, you can stuff it underneath the seat like that. The space underneath here is also plenty big if you need to roll your suitcases underneath here. If you don't have space for them here, I have another place for you. Outside the door here, up there you have space for your luggage as well, or you could put it behind the seats outside your little lounge.
Buonasera, che
Buonasera.
They're just coming by to check the ticket. Everything's good. Salotto, our little lounge, all ours. When you walk in, there's plenty of space in this little Salotto lounge. There are 1, 2, 3, 4 seats. And if you book 4 seats, well, you and your friends, you're gonna have 4 of your friends in here, maximum privacy. If you book only a couple of you, you have a couple of extra seats. If just one of you is booking in this little Salotto, me in this case, then you have 3 empty seats and you got the whole space to yourself. We're zipping along at 250 kilometers an hour in complete privacy.
Can I offer you some prosecco, some beer, some coke, some juice, water,
I'll take a
iced tea, lemon,
prosecco and a beer.
some peanuts?
Olives, Grzini ci sono?
This one. Okay.
Oh.
Oh, sorry.
Grazie. Definitely better off here than in Prima or Smart class, the other 2 lower classes on Italo. But food-wise, Italo does not treat its club executive members like the true kings we are. Some warm plates would be much appreciated, Italo. Instead, we get some plastic wrapped food and not even real glasses. If you need more travel information like this, tips for traveling around Italy, I made an e-guide, a travel e-guide that you can download, have in your pocket for when you're traveling around Italy. There's a link to download it down below. Traveling on trains in Europe, in Italy is great. You're not going super fast like you are on a plane, but here you can really feel the speed. And the great thing about trains is that they drop you off in the centers of the towns. You don't have to deal with security, baggage check, arriving to the airport early, none of that. They're great. Versus a short haul flight, I much prefer a train. The only downside is that sometimes when you want to cross borders within Europe, France to Italy, France to Spain, it can be difficult, but overall, trains are the way to go. The service is great. She's come by 2 or 3 times to load me up on more snacks. I just wish they had hot food. The other thing out here is they have a coffee bar. Hold on, I'll show you. Bathroom, nothing special, not executive class. It's clean, but you'd expect maybe something a little bit bigger from the executive class train. But it does the job. Let me give you a tour. That's the toilet. Gotta love traveling by train in Italy. I mean, think about it right here. You got the Italian countryside zipping by 250 kilometers an hour. You have a little bit of Prosecco. You're chilling out in your own little private VIP lounge. Life cannot get sweeter. If you guys are enjoying these videos, please give it a thumbs up. Help support the channel. Also, if you haven't yet subscribed, I know a lot of you haven't yet subscribed. Please click that subscribe button down below. Join the community so you're seeing every time I publish a new video. Now let's talk about the seats and what you can expect traveling in club executive. In the first class, the Prima, the business class, those are great. But if you come into club executive, you need to know what you're getting yourself into, especially into this Salotto private lounge. Let me show you. Each seat has its own light switch that controls the reading lights here. So if it's after hours and you need to read a book or go through the newspaper, you have your own light. You have plugs here. You may need an adapter, but you can power your laptop, power your phones through the outlet here, or you can plug in with a USB and charge up your phone while you're traveling along the Italian rail. Between the two seats above, there's a little trash bin where you can throw your trash. Like on an airplane, in the front row seats or the emergency exit seats, you have your table. It pulls out of the armrest like this, folds out like that. You can put your laptop here, or you can do it halfway like that and just have a little drink right there. Your Prosecco, plenty of space. The seats are soft leather, not champagne colored like I'd hoped, but this burgundy color, and it's written right here, club, to let you know you've arrived. There's a lever here on the side of the seat. You can pull it. It reclines the seat slightly, but don't expect to put the seat completely back and get a bed-like environment. But you can truly stretch out, especially if you only have two, or if you're in here traveling alone in a 4-person compartment.
We are now approaching Firenze Santa Maria Novella. We invite all passengers that have to get off to please get prepared. We hope to welcome you back on board soon. Goodbye.
When you're traveling on the trains, pay attention to the announcements. Also, if there are screens on the trains, watch the screens for your arrival time in the station. About 5 or so minutes before the arrival time, start to prepare your bags. Unfortunately, this private VIP lounge experience is coming to a close.
Siamo in arrivo nella stazione di Firenze Santa Maria Novella. Invitiamo i viaggiatori che devono scendere a prepararsi.
We are at the Florence train station, leaving our private lounge behind for the hustle and bustle of Italian life. Have you ever had a train experience like that before? Drop some comments down below. Also, just to let you know, I'm putting out a regular email newsletter with all sorts of travel tips and hacks that you can find by signing up down below. Consider also becoming a channel member. You get customized emojis that go along with all your comments. Also, you get prioritized early bird viewing to all of my videos before they come out to the general public. So how do you have this executive lifestyle? Well, simple. When you go to any of the major train stations, go up to the Italo ticket counters, or if you're at the third-party websites or the Italo website, you can find it there. See if they have the club executive option available. If they do, they have those seats. You can then ask if they have the Salotto available, the lounge, and if they do, bam, you're in. Maximum privacy, VIP lifestyle on a high-speed train. As expected, you pay for this privacy, and I'll put the price of other tickets up here on the screen now so you can see the prices of the different levels of tickets. Now for the club executive option in the Salotto, the private lounge, you pay 115 euro, but I think it's worth it after a long day out. You have your own little private cocoon on the high-speed Italian rail lines. Now if you want to know about the other high-speed rail line, Trenitalia, the executive class option, well, watch this video next.